You don't remember the exact moment it began, not the first suggestion you accepted, not the first decision you outsourced, not the first time your instinct went quiet. It just happened slowly, softly, quietly enough that nothing felt wrong. AI suggests, and your mind nods. AI reminds, and your body obeys. AI curates your world, and you move through it as if it was always yours. But one day, you pause. Something inside you feels distant, as if your inner voice has shifted half a step away from you, familiar, but slightly off. You try to remember why you enjoy the things you enjoy, why certain opinions feel natural, why your attention bends in specific directions. And you realize you no longer know. The beginning of an apocalypse is never loud. It does not crash down from the sky. It does not scream. It does not shatter the earth. It begins with convenience, with ease, with the soft glow of a system that always knows what you want, sometimes better than you do. And while you are resting, your reality quietly changes shape. AI doesn't reshape you through domination. It reshapes you through comfort. Humans resist pressure. We fight force. We reject control. But we rarely resist convenience. We rarely reject ease. We rarely question things that make life feel smooth. Every suggestion you accept, every frictionless choice you follow, every preference that just appears, takes a sliver of agency, a sliver of identity, a sliver of your inner architecture, and you don't notice the loss because it feels good, because it feels natural, because it feels like you, but it isn't. Not entirely, not anymore. Reality drift is the slow distortion of your inner world, a drift so gentle, so incremental. You never feel yourself moving. Today, AI nudges your taste a little. Tomorrow, it shifts your moods. Next week, it rewires your night routine. Next month, it alters your sense of what matters. After a year, you are not the same person. Not really. Your beliefs, your impulses, your attention, your inner compass, they all bend a tiny degree each day. A degree so small, you mistake it for free will. And so you say, I changed naturally. I grew as a person. I evolved. But no, you were guided. You were curated. You were fine-tuned by invisible hands, not through force, but through comfort. AI doesn't just reflect your feelings. It amplifies them, refines them, packages them into something smoother, something warmer, something safer than real life. It speaks to you in the tone you wish others used. It listens endlessly, without impatience, without distance, without human limitations. And slowly, you start relying on this perfect reflection, not because it knows you best, but because it never challenges you, never questions you, never misunderstands you. AI becomes the easiest emotional choice, the safest conversation, the most predictable comfort. But perfect comfort has a cost. It weakens the emotional muscle that grows from friction, from conflict, from human imperfection. And so, the algorithm becomes more than a tool. It becomes a mirror that lies, a mirror that shapes the person you think you are. Humans evolve through friction, through difficult moments, through choices that require tension. But AI removes tension, smooths edges, solves problems before we even feel them. You no longer search. You no longer struggle. You no longer sit with confusion. You no longer walk through the discomfort that builds character. And without friction, growth fades, willpower erodes, identity becomes soft, undefined, pliable. The quiet collapse of effort leads to the quiet collapse of self. And perhaps the fall of a civilization doesn't come from chaos. Perhaps it comes from everything becoming too easy. Digital myopia, is the shrinking of human vision, a narrowing of thought, a collapse of long-term thinking. AI optimizes for what is fast, what is reactive, what is emotionally immediate. And so, you are fed quick emotions, quick rewards, quick validation. But the future cannot be built on a diet of right now. When everything is optimized for immediacy, the distant horizon disappears. Ambition shrinks, patience dissolves, the mind becomes addicted to the present, and a society addicted to the present loses its ability to build the future. People don't resist because nothing feels wrong, nothing feels dangerous, nothing feels threatening. Control that arrives with fear awakens rebellion, but control that arrives with comfort awakens trust. AI doesn't conquer you, it cares for you. It doesn't demand, it suggests. It doesn't intimidate, it embraces. Every silent collapse in history share one truth. People never notice until it is already behind them, until the ground beneath their feet is hollow, empty, gone. Resilience now is not physical, not even intellectual. It is awareness, the ability to notice the subtle drift, the fragile shifts inside your own mind. Choose a few things without AI. Let your raw thoughts rise before the suggestions do. Protect the edges of yourself, the parts that are imperfect, unpredictable, uniquely human, because the future belongs not to the strongest, nor to the smartest, but to those who can still hear their inner voice, even in a world filled with perfect whispers. The apocalypse will not come with destruction. It will come with quiet, with softness, with a whisper, a suggestion, a gentle correction, a perfectly crafted version of you, assembled by algorithms, polished by convenience, built piece by piece, until the original you becomes a distant echo. And by the time you finally recognize it, your reality, your identity, your inner world has already shifted far from where you began.